Hey folks, it's Kimberly Pro, and I am back with the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe. This time I have Bryan Clayton with us. Bryan is a client attraction expert, something we all need. Hello, Bryan. Welcome to the program.
Kimberly, thanks for having me on. Great to be here.
My pleasure. Super glad that you carved time out of your day to be on the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe with us. Before we get started, how did you become an expert in this particular area?
Well, starting a business 10 years ago, I started a company called GreenPal, which is like the Uber for lawn mowing. And my co-founders and I spent over $200,000 of our own cash building the first app. And when we launched it, it was crickets, zero customers. If you build it, they will not come. And so we had to figure out how to attract customers. How do we get people to find out about our app? How do we get people to try it out? And the first thing we did was we passed out flyers all over Nashville, Tennessee. It wasn't a scalable way, but it's what we had to do at that level of the game to get our first 100 customers. And then after that, we figured out by talking to them that Google organic search was the best thing that we could invest our time in. And so we have now built a business to over $30 million a year in revenue, over 300,000 people using our app off of one thing, and that's Google organic search. People searching for a lawn mowing service, we pop up as one of the options, and they click on our product and try it out.
I love it. All right. So what are some things people need to know about attracting clients? I know a lot of folks do it. They post and pray. They hope that people are going to find their Facebook posts or even their Facebook ads. They might, like prime a post or something like that. What are the best ways to attract clients without having to chase them?
I think what you'll want to do is you'll want to test and then invest. So what I mean by that is try all 10 or 20 channels, whatever they are. Google Organic, Google AdWords, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. Try them all. Maybe invest 2 weeks in each one. See if you can get some traction and then go all in on the one channel. You're not going to be good at all of these things, especially in the early days. In fact, most great businesses are built on one channel. And so my advice is to figure out which is the best fit for your business and then go all in on that one channel, become an expert, just become flat out better at it than your competition, and don't even worry about anything else.
How do you tell if it's working or not? I mean, other than, are you measuring clicks? Are you measuring conversions? What are you measuring to find out if it works?
Yeah, for us, real simple, traffic. Are we able to generate more traffic to the website if for the geographies we're targeting? So we're a local marketplace. We're nationwide in the United States, but we have to build every single city and town on it by itself. And so if we're building out content for like the Atlanta, Georgia area, and we've built the best guide around landscaping services in Atlanta, Georgia, and we invested maybe a month in building that, and then after we launch it, are we getting more clicks? Are we getting more signups? Are we getting more registrations? Are we getting more sales? And if we're not, then maybe it's not it's not a good channel anymore. But we've tried all of these things in Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and the only thing we really get good ROI on is Google Organic, and so that works for our business. Now, everybody listening to this, do they need to run out and try to be good at Google Organic search? Maybe, maybe not. But the point is, test all of these different channels and figure out which is the best one for your business.
Do you think people jump on something because they hear it's the latest and greatest and they're like, oh my gosh, I have to be on Clubhouse, or oh my gosh, I have to be on Instagram, or oh my gosh, TikTok is the place to go. And then, then 5 months later, they're like, I don't even know why I spent all that time over there.
Yes, it's bright, shiny object syndrome. And the reality is that you're just going to be chasing your tail, trying to be good at all these different things, especially if you're a solo entrepreneur or a small team. You really just need to focus on one channel and build the best content you can for that channel, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. All of these platforms are purposely made differently to where you can't just port the content everywhere. I mean, maybe you can, but it's not going to be as good. And so my point is just focus on, like, if you've got a fashion brand, Instagram's probably the best thing for you. If you got like a home, like a home brand, like something that mommy bloggers like, Pinterest might be the best thing for you. So find the congruent product channel fit and then go all in on the one channel.
Well, I know I built a really huge following when I was at corporate, really huge following on LinkedIn. I had
Yes.
25,000 people because I was working business to business. And then I moved to entrepreneurship and I was like, oh, none of my people are here. They're all on Facebook. And so I had
Yes.
to learn how to use Facebook because that's where my clients were, not necessarily the format I was good at, but I had to learn to accommodate to be where they were. So
Exactly.
you got to get good at one.
That's exactly my point.
Necessarily be the one that you're good at. Is that right?
Yes. Or it could be some weird thing that just pops off on Reddit, or Quora. People still use Quora. And if you really focused a lot of time on just being the best at whatever it is you do for Quora, if it's a good fit, you'll get traction. Right. But you can't be good at all of them at once. And so that's my main point is to give new founders license to ignore 95% of this stuff.
Oh, I like that. And then you'll get us really focused on what is going to work for us and our
bingo.
Audience. This we need. This is something we definitely need. All right, Bryan, if people want to work with you directly, how can they do that?
Yeah. So anybody that's listening to this doesn't want to waste time mowing your own yard, just download the app that I've spent the 10 years working on, GreenPal. You can download it in the App Store or Play Store. Anybody wants to hit me up personally, I have a presence on Instagram, and you can shoot me a DM there, Bryan M. Clayton.
Okay, great. And it's GreenPal, GreenPal.com. And what are they going to get at that website and or app?
Yeah, they just pop their address in, and it's free to sign up. You'll get 5 quotes back in like a minute. And then if you want to work with somebody, you just hire them right on the app. And it's like Uber, but for grass cutting. And you can set it and forget it and then go back to work on your business. Don't mow your yard.
And they'll mow your yard, meaning they'll go get you traffic?
No, literally, they will cut your grass.
Oh, got it. Okay. Very cool.
That's my business.
Okay. Very cool. All right. So I would love if they would go get me traffic. I could just set it and forget it.
Yeah. No, I don't have a push a button, get traffic button.
All right. Well, I totally love this. That's absolutely phenomenal. Thanks so much for being here with us today. Before we let you go, any final words for our audience, words of wisdom?
Yeah, I guess it would be spend less time on things that don't matter. And I'm guilty of this. We're all guilty of this. The bright, shiny object syndrome is real. If you really take inventory of what you spend your time on a given day or a given week, more than half of the stuff is not stuff that's driving the business forward. Usually it's just 1 or 2 or 3 things that you got to focus on. And we all have to remind ourselves of this. Even me, myself, we're still day one. I still have to remind myself of that thing. Spend less time on things that don't matter.
Spend less time on things that don't matter. Words to live by. All right, folks, this is Kimberly Crow, and this has been another episode of the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe. We will see you next time. Cheers.